Computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones, and other devices are expensive pieces of equipment. Taking care of this equipment includes some cleaning chores. In this lesson, we'll take a look at some of the simple steps you can take to clean your computer's hardware. Now, thankfully, this chore does not need to be done very often. Every few months is more than enough to keep your hardware clean and working properly. The cleaning supplies that you need for cleaning your computer hardware are not all that specialized or hard to find. Instead, a few common household items can be used to do a majority of your cleaning. The first item you should have is a container of rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is a liquid that's a mix of isopropyl alcohol and water. Why a mix of alcohol and water? Because alcohol evaporates much faster than just plain water. This means that your computer parts cleaned with alcohol will not remain wet for very long. And this is a good thing because water and electronics do not mix. Another helpful item is a simple can of compressed air. You can typically find these cans in any department store. The can is capable of spraying a strong stream of air. And this can be used to blow dust and debris from tight or small places, like the area in between and around the keys on your keyboard. Finally, you may want to look for some anti-static cleaning cloths. Static is somewhat deadly for computer parts, since static energy is a form of electricity. If you shuffle across the floor in your socks, you may be able to shock your annoying little brother. However, if you gave that same shock to your computer, you could do serious permanent damage. An anti-static cleaning cloth is made of a special material that will not gather a static charge when it's rubbed against a surface. This helps prevent static damage to your computer. One of the areas on your computer that will get dirty the quickest is your keyboard. This is the area that your fingers are touching all the time. Over time, dust, crumbs, sticky liquids, and other particles can gather under the keys, and this can cause your keys to become hard to use or stuck. Now, thankfully, it's really easy to clean your keyboard. The first step is to unplug the keyboard from your computer. Remember that your keyboard is a powered device, and you don't want to get it wet while it's connected to power. Now, when the keyboard is unplugged, turn it upside down and gently shake it to remove any loose dirt and debris. If you think there are particles under the keys, use your can of compressed air to try and blow the dirt away. Now, to disinfect the top of your keys or to remove stuck-on dirt, just wet a paper towel with rubbing alcohol and rub the paper towel over the keys. Note that you wet the paper towel and do not pour the alcohol directly on the keyboard. Well, once the keyboard is dry, you can reconnect it to your computer and use it again. Most modern desktop computers use an optical mouse. This means that the mouse uses a small light on the bottom of the mouse to track your movement. The light emitter on the bottom of the mouse will get dirty over time. Now, as that dirt builds up, the light may not work properly, and your mouse may appear jerky on the screen. Thankfully, a little cleaning can fix this problem very quickly. To clean your mouse, first disconnect it from your computer. Just like the keyboard, the mouse gets power from the computer, and you don't want to mix water and power. Now, once the mouse is disconnected, dip a cotton swab in some rubbing alcohol, turn over the mouse, and gently clean the light emitter on the bottom of the mouse. If the bottom of your mouse is dirty or sticky, wet a paper towel with rubbing alcohol and gently clean the bottom surface. And when you're done with the mouse, take a look at your mouse pad. Shake it out or clean it off with a damp towel. A messy mouse pad will only mess up your nice clean mouse. Then once your mouse is dry, you can reconnect it to your computer and use it again. Over time, a computer monitor tends to collect dust and fingerprints. If you have a tablet, this is especially true, as touching is your main method of interacting with the device. To clean your monitor or screen, first turn off the computer or tablet. Once the device is off, wet a paper towel with rubbing alcohol and gently wipe the screen clean. Remember not to spray any liquid directly on the computer itself. Instead, spray or wet the towel and use that to clean the screen. Now, if there's any streaks left over when the alcohol dries, you can buff them off with a dry paper towel or an anti-static cloth. Once the monitor or screen is dry, you can turn on the computer or device and enjoy your sparkling clean screen. Now, one piece of equipment that's often overlooked in the cleaning process is the computer case itself. Your computer case will collect dust and dirt just like any other computer part. And this dust can build up over time and actually cause your computer to overheat. Periodic cleaning of the case will protect your computer from failure. But when cleaning the computer case, you should always stick to dry cleaning methods only. Your computer case is filled with electric components that should never get wet. For this reason, the best cleaning tool for a computer case is a simple anti-static wiping cloth. Just take the cloth and wipe it over the outside of your case. If there's a buildup of dust in the intake slots around your computer fans, you can use your can of compressed air to clean the area. Now, you should take some time to make sure that your computer case is in a proper location. The components inside your computer will get very hot as you use the computer, and the fans in your case are designed to pull cool air in from the room and push hot air out into the room. And this process helps to keep the electronics cool and prevents overheating. So make sure that any intake or output slots on your computer have plenty of room to push and pull air. You should always avoid stacking papers, books, and other items around your computer, as this can also prevent the necessary airflow. So what happens when you need to store your computer equipment for a long period of time? Maybe you're preparing to move or you're not going to use the equipment for a while. Now, there are some steps you can take to make sure the equipment is protected until you need to use it again. First, you should make sure to properly clean your hardware and make sure it's in good working order before you store it. Next, make sure that you have all the cords, plugs, and any other necessary part, and make sure they're all stored in the same place as your hardware. After all, a printer without a working power cord is just a giant paperweight. Now, if you're storing a device like a laptop or a smartphone that has a battery, you should remove the battery and store it separately within the box. Some batteries can leak fluid or cause problems if they're stored within the device. Finally, make sure to pack your hardware in a protective covering like bubble wrap or a sturdy cardboard box. Be sure to place the box in a safe and secure location and label the box on the outside so you can easily find it again later.